Namaste. Today I am going to talk on the Guru series. How to find a Guru, which is very, very important. Now, many people are very confused. They have read the story of the great men's Guru, like, for example, Shankara and the Bhagavad Pada, and they have kind of got across the fascination of Ramakrishna Paramahams and Vivekananda and possibly Jnaneshwar and his guru, Raghavendra being a guru to many people like Appanna. Now, many people want such a type of guru. The problem with the modern age is those types of gurus who are very dedicated to the disciple, those who are very dedicated to the cause of spirituality is very rare. It is like finding diamonds in the earth. It is like finding pearl in the deep sea. Normally, you can assume that you are not going to find such a type of a guru. That is very important. The main reason is now there are a lot of people who claim impossible things, who claim a lot of things, and we are not aware about these gurus across. So the first thing is, if you are going to take someone as a guru, there is nothing wrong, but do not have a over expectation. Like, for example, are you going to be like Ramakrishna? Are you going to be like Nityananda? Are you going to be like Jnaneshwar? No, those are all very high expectation. Please understand, many of the modern gurus who are very famous and popular in TV do not have time for the sadhana. So, always have the first validity whether your guru is doing everyday sadhana. That is very important. Sadhana means, does he have a routine? And that routine, can you be able to access that particular routine? That is very important. Now, the many of the so-called modern gurus do not have any kind of a spiritual routine or a practice, and they have a lot of time spending in media, traveling, addressing large gathering. Please understand that this is not going to be helpful for your guru or for your students. So the first thing is the qualification of a guru is whether the guru is continuing to do sadhana, or is he getting carried away by the idea of propagation and propaganda. So this is the problem with many people in their spiritual life. Can you access the guru when he is doing his sadhana? If you cannot access the guru when he is doing the sadhana, you might as well understand that you are not going to be fully bloomed. The second problem is, now does your guru lie down and sleep, or does he sit and sleep? Many great yogis, many yogis of a very higher dimension, they don't sleep down in the floor. In the night, they sit down and sleep. That is because in the bardo it is very very easy to travel while sitting down. That is, they try to even use their sleeping time for their practice. If you take to the Tibetan Vajrayana Tantra, there are monks who are supposed to have what you call as the sleep seat. They are supposed to call as the bardo seat. They do not sit down and sleep in the night. They sleep less than 5 hours, which is okay. You can have 5 to 7 hours of sleep or 5 to 8 hours of sleep. But the problem is they don't lie down and sleep. They sit and sleep. That is very, very important into their life. When they sit and sleep, they are able to go into the meditative consciousness very, very easily as a person. There are many people who claim to be yogi but who will lie down and sleep. So ask the Guru whether he is sitting down and sleeping or whether he is lying down and sleeping. Simply, there are many people who claim to be extraordinary gurus but who will be very condescending towards all these things because they have no idea. The third most important thing is ask the Guru about his sadhana days, how he has done. The sadhana days are the days in which the Guru must have spent alone, spent in a lot of times in caves or probably in rooms, and he must have meditated for a long number of years. And those spiritual experiences, he will share it across and he will tell you how difficult it is. Does he have a sadhana days? Now many of the modern gurus who are claiming to be enlightened, who are claiming to be, who have seen God and all that particular thing, have a simple notion. They simply try to imitate Bhagavan Ramana and they simply tell to people that, oh, I am enlightened. I just thought one day I am enlightened and I am enlightened across. So please understand this thing very, very clearly with the person that many of them should have a sadhana days. For example, if you read the life of the great yogi, what you call it as Paramahamsa Yogananda, there was a time he was spending a lot of time with his guru in the as he was reading the college in Sarampur with the great Yukteswar Giri. And actually Ramakrishna trained actually Vivekananda for a number of days. So please understand this particular thing, whether he is doing the sadhana into his life across as a person. If he is not going to do the sadhana in his life, invariably he is misguiding you as a person. Remember, this is the world of internet. In the world of internet, you can download the technique anywhere. For example, some of the biggest secret of the Taoistic technique, the mantras of the Tantra Yoga, are available everywhere in the internet. So, what to do for that? The basic and the most important thing is to make your practice very profound. Now, if you make your practice very profound, a guru can inspire you with the knowledge, a guru can share his knowledge, a guru can share his wisdom, but guru cannot do the practice for you. So please understand, how much ever you are with the guru, ultimately you need a practice which is very, very important. It is not the coach, but how you playing the match, which is very, very important. The guru can clear the doubt, clarify many things across, but you have to sit down and do the practice day in and day out. So somebody asked me, can you be my guru and all that? I said no, this is not going to work, because the main reason is it is not being somebody's guru, it is inspiring somebody into practice, which is very, very important. So please do practice as much as possible than doing anything else in life. If you are not going to practice, you are going to have a lot of problem. It is like a teacher taking a class. A lot of people will be very interested in learning in the class, but the most important thing is the practice, how people do their homework, how people do their devotion. That is more important than the teacher teaching itself. So make your abhyas, make your vairagya, make your practice, which is very, very important, than trying to talk big things in life. The so-called guru of the modern era want people to work for them free. They want to have what you call it as free volunteers who will not be paid, but who will do a lot of work for them as a person. So these people are hired by the so-called guru, or told that you are a disciple, so please work for me, please, I will make you enlightened, I will do this, I will do that. These are tall promises. So the most important thing in spiritual life is ask yourself the simple and the noble question: did you practice today? Did you practice your mantra? Did you practice whatever you are doing as a person? Now, in that way, whichever guru you are, your practice will save your day. But whereas people talk about very big gurus, people talk about very big things, but people don't understand it is the hard work which will bring success, the repetition which will bring success in your life, than more than anything else. So this is the key thing. So 3 things you need to check with your guru: whether your guru had sadhana days, whether he is lying down, or whether he is sitting and doing the practice, which is very, very important across, and whether can you do your sadhana along with your guru when you do the practice across. Now, if you are able to understand this and also put your practice every day, then you will be able to grow bigger in spiritual life. It is not the coach which is important, it is your practice which is very important. That is why when Buddha died, he said something very beautifully just before the Mahaparinirvana. He said, Apadipo Bhava. Make practice as your lamp in the guiding places in the sadhana. So it is very important that many people think, oh, I need a guru, I will get enlightened, I will get this, I will get that. No. Unless you are practicing every day, unless you are practicing and day in and day out, this is not going to work anywhere in life. For example, you are going to study for IAS, for example, you are going to study for the CA exam, IAM, all require a devoted practice for a number of hours. That is how it is going to help you to win over any situation. So many people don't practice, that is why they do not have a progress in their spiritual life. It is nothing. So please stop relying on this so-called the grace of guru and all that thing. That is not going to work, because the most of the modern day gurus do not have grace. They themselves have not practiced. They themselves have all the time they are talking about every day, because they have to come in the video, they have to come in the YouTube, they have busy, they have to meet the Prime Minister, Chief Minister. When they do not have the time to practice, how can they inspire you into practice? So please be very, very careful in your life. It is like going to gym. If you are going to do the practice every day, you are going to do better and better into your life. If you are not going to have a practice, you are not going to progress in your spiritual life. So the most important thing, more than the guru, it is a very, very radical thought. It is your abhyasa practice. What the musicians call it as riyaz. The more you are able to do the riyaz with your practice, the better your practice will become. That is how you will become very, very successful in your practice more than anything else in your life. So it is very important that you do the practice as much as possible than trying to be the guru. The other most important thing is you can learn from anyone. It does not really matter about it. You can learn like the great Dattatreya, you can learn from every YouTube guru something very good and strengthen your practice. Remember, a guru will help you to inspire to practice, but so in that sense only you can eat your food, you can digest your spiritual thing. It is your spiritual hunger, it is your spiritual thirst which will lead you to practice more than any kind of theory which you are reading across. So do not spend more time in your theory, do not spend more time in simply trying to understand too many things. You cannot understand God. It is the mystery of the mystery. It is the profundity of profundity. So basically, please understand, you are not going to become better by learning many books or reading many books. Your mind will expand, but your soul and your emotional body has to get expanded in a big manner. Once you understand this, your practice will become very, very strong, and you might not require so much of help from the external guru. Thank you.